Ki Junk Monkey. Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Thank you for coming in. We're just going to have a normal, everyday, run of the mill chat show. Let's talk about whatnot. Let's talk about whatnot. Let's talk about reselling. Let's talk about a lot of the whatnot meetups that we're going to be having in the near future. Matter of fact, I'm going to one in Nashville next week. Hello, Jack Sells Vintage. Welcome in. We're just going to have a little everyday little chat show and talk about stuff. If you are, hello, friend. If you are a seller, let me know. If you have questions about selling or shipping or all that things, right? Hey, Adriana, how are you, friend? Welcome in. Um, we're just having, I haven't had a what I call a TGM coffee hour in a long time. Hello, Al's. How are you doing? Yeah, yes. You can't say, right? Right, Jax? You can't say, I get it. So, but I want to thank everyone for being here. I'm going to start off by doing a little sticker giveaway. If anyone wants to jump in, you can. Part-time seller, full-time buyer. I understand where you're coming from. INH Grandma. Yep, I get you, Grandma. I'm a part-time seller. I've been on the app about almost 2.5 years. Hello, Fluffy Kitten Vintage. Welcome in. We're just going to have a little bit of a laid back. I know, right? Gumby Man, laid back. What's up with that, right? Gummy Man's never laid back. But we're going to be laid back tonight, taking questions, chatting it up, asking people about stuff, and the things that you like about. And again, we never call out sellers, right? We're never going to call out sellers. We're never going to call out buyers. We never call out anybody by name because I don't like doing that. Do people make mistakes? Yes, they do. Can we learn? Can we learn from others' mistakes? Yes, we can. So if you're a seller on the app or a buyer on the app, just all you got to do is any question you have. I'd be more than happy to give you my take on that. I will say one thing, that anytime you go into any chat show whatsoever, no matter what, no matter where you are, no matter how big of a seller they are, no matter how small of a seller they are, always do your due diligence and make sure the information that they are giving you is accurate information. So I could say something and give you good information. However, always double check on the information I'm giving you, because I'm going to do my dead level best to make sure the information that I'm giving you is good information, right? I don't want to mislead anybody. However, there are people out there. Hello, Silver. There are people out there that and don't get me wrong, I don't know everything. I promise you. I don't know everything. However, there are people out there that think they do. And they will tell you flat out, this is the way you do things. And I've seen it. I've seen a lot of them on especially these groups on Facebook. Oh my gosh, there's so much misinformation. So much misinformation out there. You're a man we know you don't know. Come on now, Grandma. Come on, be nice to me. Be nice to me. I can say the same thing about y'all, right? Yes, the groups are a joke. The groups are a joke. They talk about stuff that really absolutely pertains zero to whatnot. They'll tell you how to do shipping, and you got people on there that not even sellers are trying to explain the shipping on whatnot. And come on, people, it's a nut. Hello, Marshmallow. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. So I will tell you about some of the stuff I've got coming up. I will be going to Nashville this weekend for a resellers meetup. It's not just whatnot. There'll be a lot of whatnot folks there, but there'll be a lot of whatnot folks there, a lot of the Bay people there, a lot of posh people there, all the different people, right? There'll be all the different people, all the selling platforms. We're meeting up and we're discussing, the best practices on things to do and what not to do, right? So I'm always been hey Dragon Troll, how are you, friend? I've always been a big proponent of doing things the right way. I'm kind of OCD that way. I want to make sure things are done right, and they're not to where they're planned, they're steps. We have particular steps we need to do things. So again, Let's see. Whatnot, is my opinion, is the worst shipping on any of the platforms. Could it be streamlined better? Yes, but at the same time, I get it. I've been doing it for 2.5 years. I have zero problem with the shipping. I have zero problem with the shipping. The thing is, based on Whatnot shipping versus other platform shipping, is that Whatnot has to combine a lot of stuff. A lot of the other platforms struggle with the combination of adding things together, especially Whatnot. People that have, I've had sales where I've had 30 items go to one buyer. So I understand all that. So I get it. But at the same time, it is what it is. So we have to go with what they've got, and their technicians, their engineers are constantly working on new and better ways to do things. I think the problem, and it's a good problem to have, that Whatnot has is this. It has grown so quickly, so fast. It has grown so quickly, so fast. Can you do flat rate shipping and then reduce shipping in the same show? Yes, but be careful. Be careful. Matter of fact, I am totally against flat rate shipping. Can I tell you why? So many people get so caught up in the flat rate shipping. Now, you realize flat rate shipping only has a certain number of size boxes, right? And so the stuff that I sell, I'm in the vintage category, right? I sell anything from a small thing here to a paperweight to a huge vase. So I can't theoretically use flat rate shipping. I don't use flat rate shipping. I stay away from flat rate shipping. And you talk about the reduced shipping. If you are a newer seller, remember, on reduced shipping, if you do reduced shipping, whatever you cap that at, if you cap it at $9.21, if you cap it at $8, whatever you cap it at, you cap it at $10. After that, no matter what that buyer buys, you're paying their shipping. So I would really, I stay away from that. I've been on the app for 2.5 years, and I've done reduced shipping one time. So, hello, OG Amanda. Hello, friend. Welcome in. So I've done reduced shipping. Critter Shops. Hey, old friend. How are you? Again, I've done reduced shipping one time, and that was when I was on a Battle of the Best. I had one item, and I know it was going to be a big, long, tall vase, and I was trying to get the best price for it, etc., etc., etc. So I did my reduced shipping. I capped it at like $5. So I know, right? I hear you, friend. I hear you. So I capped it at $5. But I don't see the need, in my opinion, to do reduced shipping unless the fact that you have really, really, really big number of people in your room, a large quantity of items going out, the price is going up. Yeah. There's no need. The buyer pays all the shipping, so there's no need for you to do that. So and again, like Jack says down there, if somebody wants it, they're gonna buy it. So you're very welcome. I seriously do not recommend it. I see a lot of these Facebook groups, they're talking about doing the reduced shipping, and a lot of people don't even realize that when you do the reduced shipping that you are in fact paying for that buyer's shipping. If you do reduced shipping, you cap it at $9.21. And somebody comes in and buys 20 pounds worth of stuff. Well, they're paying that first $9.21, but the next 15 pounds, you're paying $9.21 each time. So you're paying $27 worth of shipping when they buy 20 pounds worth of stuff. So again, I personally hold off. Whatever you want to do, I get it. If it can also be considered now as a business expense. And it could be an incentive. So if you have some larger items and you're pricing them kind of high, that you're going to make some money off, then just by all means, you can do stuff like that. It's called coffee hour for a reason. I'm having coffee. So, there's one time I think a couple friends of mine was in Vintage Wars, right? Where everything started at $3. 15-second sudden death auctions. They priced everything at, I think, 11 to 15 ounces, that kind of thing. They were selling stuff that was heavier, lighter, all the things. And they end up spending on their own, after all said and done, they end up spending close to $200 worth of their own money on shipping. And they only sold $400 worth of stuff. So it cut half their profit away. So again, it's all up to you, right? It's all up to you. So, you do with what you want. So, but I personally don't care for doing that. So, let's see here. And, let's see here. So, but yeah, it is. It is giving money away in your eyes. So, Purdue Antiques. Oh yeah, I know Sarah. I know Sarah very well. You're right. I remember. So, yeah, they're very successful. Her, Sarah and Papa and I, we go back a long way. So I was, I don't take credit for anybody, but I rated them quite a few times back when I was getting really crazy numbers. Yeah, exactly. And hey, Bambi, how are you, friend? Welcome in. Just doing a quick little chat show. I saw you text me, so I want to say hi. How are we doing, everybody? Thank you for being here. Again, we're just talking and asking and answering and all that kind of stuff. So, but I appreciate you guys being here. I will talk about my I have a show coming up on May 2nd. If you haven't heard about it, and right now I don't have many people in the room because I've been kind of off whatnot for a few weeks, so I need to get this going back on. But the show I have coming up on May 2nd is called The Big One. I try to have one once a month. I may do it like once every 2 months. But the big one is nothing but a community giveaway show. Whereas on the 2nd, right now, we have sponsors where we're giving away $425 worth of Amazon gift cards to start. And that dollar amount goes up and goes up and goes up and goes up as people bloom. So right now, the most we've ever given away is $510. That was in March. The end of March. So you want to make sure you bookmark that show. It's on May 2nd. If you want to be a sponsor, they're available in the Buy It Now. You can go and you can become a sponsor. I think the cheapest one I have is a $25. Hello, Mike. Hello, Wendy. Whatnot. Welcome in, friends. We're just kind of hanging out and talking and asking questions and shooting the bull, if you want to say, and talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hello, friend. Thank you for being here. Again, like I said, I've been off and on whatnot now for the last few weeks, so I'm trying to get back on it. I'll be going away to Nashville this weekend for a resellers meetup. I'm planning on coming back. After that, I'm going wide open, guys. I'm going wide open. I've got my shop, my 1,700 square foot shop that I've got to get cleared out. I want to get it cleared out. I want to make some transitions. I want to make some changes. And it's going to happen. And there's going to be some good deals, guys. So you want to make sure that whenever you see me on going forward after this weekend, you want to jump in because you never know. So going to be some good resale stuff. I'm also going to be having some local sales. If you're local to the area in the upstate of South Carolina, make sure that you holler at me. And I'll let you come pick my shop. So it's going to be some good deals going on, guys. So make sure you come and hang on for that. And guys, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do me a favor and go to my YouTube, The Gumby Man, and follow me there on YouTube. You guys on YouTube, hello, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. You should see a QR code right here. And if you see that QR code right here, you can open that QR code up, and that'll bring you right here to Whatnot. And when you come to Whatnot, then you can make up your username, all that fun stuff. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and come hang out with me. And we can have a good time. So, hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. Hey, Tara, hey, Dopey. Hello, friends. How are we doing? We're just kind of hanging out and chatting. Does anybody have any questions concerning Whatnot? Hello. What was that? I saw something. Oh, you got one of my Dragon Hoarder stickers. I see that. Yes. I have my building is slammed full, 1,700 square foot slammed full. Hey man, the Panda, welcome in. And yeah, whoever just purchased that sticker, that is for the Dragon Hoarders sticker quest. So that is item number 0002A. It is matter of fact, this is what it is right here. A TGM sticker. Dragon Hoarder has a sticker book. Dragon Hoarder has a sticker book. And that's one of the stickers you need to complete to get the quest, the sticker quest. So there you go. If you haven't purchased one of Dragon Hoarder's sticker books, you need to get that because mine goes in. I'm not sure what page number it is, but that's there in the buy now for $3. So yeah, there you go. So Tailwind got hers. So hey y'all, thank you for being here. It's not in Wendy. It's not a warehouse. It's a building I've been in now for 8 years. I've been selling out of it for 8 years. I've never really opened to the public. Every once in a while, I do have a local sale, and when I do and put stuff outside, I'm on a major highway. When I do, I sell the hound out of some stuff. So no, I'm not going to do that. No, because he don't want to ship big items. So I know about it, but I would prefer not to because different things. But I'm not going that route. I'm really looking at it. I'm downsizing so I can be moving. That's what I'm doing. Hello, everybody. Yeah. Hello, Janet. Loves the Thrift. Welcome in, guys. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you give me a follow. Take a look at my buy now. I have fun stuff to bloop. If you want to bloop, not a big deal. But we're talking about anything and everything here on Whatnot. Again, I've been around the block a time or two. I do this part time. I do work a full time gig. But I've been a full-time, part-time reseller now for going on 10 years, and I've been around the block or two a couple times on anything and everything, not necessarily Whatnot, on the Bay, on Macari, on all the other platforms as well. So I enjoy Whatnot, but Whatnot is hello, Mousy Brat, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Whatnot has this. Is peaks and valleys, right? Whatnot is, to me, is getting to be more. There are some folks that, of course, you have 200 people in your room and you do it full time, then you're going to get the big money. I get that. Part-time folks have a little bit harder time. I remember when I first started out, I was averaging, hello, Zombie Rules, how are you, friend? When I first started out, I was averaging probably 35 to 50 people in my room all the time. And, I had good sales. But as life happens, you get busy, right? And I can't be on. And I'm getting older too. And I hate to admit it, but I am getting older. So I can't be on live 3 to 4 times a week like I used to. I just, I don't have bad health, but my body doesn't like me. My body doesn't like me doing that. I used to even just 2 years ago, I would get on at 9 o'clock and I would run till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Get up in the morning at 6 o'clock, go to work, all that stuff, come back and do it again, ship the last night stuff. It's a lot of work, guys. It's a lot of work, but I've done it, so I know what's going on. My biggest show was a little over $6,000 show. My smallest show was $9. So I've seen every spectrum. I've seen every spectrum of Whatnot. I've seen, I know how to do the PWE, plain white envelope shipping. I was here in Whatnot prior to the 5 adjustments when you had as many adjustments as you wanted. And you could sell and not have to worry about shipping. So now we got to take that in consideration, especially with the big stuff. So I've got tons of big stuff that I'll be selling locally because it's just not either that or on other platforms because it's not advantageous to be able to sell it together, right? You don't want to be able to sell a bunch of stuff and have to worry about combining shipping and uncombining shipping and all that stuff. It is tricky. It is tricky. So who else on here is a seller? Who else is a seller? And if you are, I'm telling you, I know I only have 6 people in the room right now, and I appreciate every one of y'all. Hello, Cole. But I will tell you, on my big one, I average over 100 people. There's people in there. If you want to become a sponsor, they're available in my buy now. $25 to sponsor is the lowest level of sponsorship on the big one on May 2nd. Right now, we're at $425 with the Amazon gift cards. The next sponsor, 25, will bring us up to 450. I'm hoping to get to 500 prior to the start of that show. Also, once I come back from Nashville, I'll be doing Hello Homefront. I will be doing everybody doing a lot more sales. So I'll be starting some stuff lower and higher. Some of the big stuff, that some items I'm not willing to just start at nothing, but some of the other items that we're trying to get moved through. I was originally going to go to Springfield, but right now I'm not 100% sure. Are you going, Amanda Panda? Are you going? I'm not 100% sure if I am or not. I was at one point, but then I got thinking, I have so much inventory. I've got so much inventory that I really don't need to drive 9 hours to buy more inventory. I've got plenty of outlets around here. Again, I'm still weighing the options, but as of right now, I'm leaning toward no. But yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Your family lives there. I remember that. Yeah, I'm leaning toward no as of right now. But again, that's subject to change, right? That's subject to change. It could depends on what I want to do, right? I do have some leads on some stuff in Pennsylvania that I'm interested in going to see maybe around the same time. So I'm not sure. So, but I appreciate you, Amanda Panda. You were been one of my faithful buyers in the past, and I appreciate that. So now you sell, don't you? You sell too as well, don't you? I think you do. I think I've seen you on a couple of times. I haven't had a chance to pop in your show, I don't think. But yeah, if you want to, anybody's here who can talk about your shows, what you sell. I don't care. This is just a local hangout and enjoy each other's company. Ask questions, make statements. What is everybody's wish list? Upcycles are handmade. There we go. Hey, Barbara. Now, Barbara right there, Barbara Florentine, as you see right here, just coming is one of our sponsors for the big one on May 2nd. So make sure she's I can't remember. I don't want to misquote you. I can't remember how much she sponsored, but she is one of our sponsors for the big one on May 2nd. Right now, we're up to $425 with Amazon gift cards. If you're not familiar with that show, huzzah! If you're not familiar with that show, it's so much fun. How do I get inventory to home if you have to drive? Oh, I gotta put it in my Jeep. Put it in my Jeep. I could pack a lot of stuff in that Jeep. So now when I went to Vegas, I'm flying, so I can't get inventory while that home. So it's more, yeah, it's a big Jeep. Moving stuff around in my front garage. There we go. Awesome, Cole. Congratulations on that. That's amazing. Make sure you tag me. Yeah, truck. Exactly, Amanda. I used to have vans and stuff. I would pack stuff in. But right now, to be honest with you, when I went in a trailer, when I went last time, which was my first time, say sucker. The last time I went, to be honest with you, I really wasn't crazy impressed with the selection that they had. Maybe I was looking in the wrong place. Now the last day I got some deals, but I don't know if I can weigh out the fact that how much I got to spend in driving and hotel rooms and cost of inventory to make it worth my while. Because as you know, now the only reason that I would go would be the fact for the social aspect, to meet the folks and meet more people, and that's why I'm going to Nashville. I'm going to Nashville for the Nashville meetup here this coming weekend. Looking forward to that. Leaving out and driving up early Friday. Oh, Harbor, Maine. Oh, there you go. That sounds fun. Bar Harbor, Maine. Yeah, maybe so. And that's the funnest part. I like going to pick it up in the mountains of North Carolina. I like doing that. Um, anywhere is picking, so you don't really have to drive 9 hours. So, and any time that we as resellers go picking, again, I could go there. I could spend the money. It could be a tax write-off. As long as I go buy something or go to network, that kind of stuff is a tax write-off as a business expense. But I just not sure if I want to make the trip for the benefit that I get out of it. So again, not 100%. Hello, Kimmy Ray, welcome in. Leanne, welcome in. Thank you for being here. We'll talk about anything and everything and whatnot. If you have questions about whatnot, if you're a brand new seller, how do I list things? How do I move things over from my buy it now? All that stuff. I've been there a time or two. Hen House, welcome in. James Dave, welcome in. Beach Vibe, hello, how are you, my friend? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you guys hanging in there. But we're talking about whatnot. Good evening, yes, good evening, and welcome. And also, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you head over there after you get off here. Type in the space Gumby space man, as the Gumby man, just like it's spelled, with spaces in between the three words, and go to my YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yeah, talk to you later. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you, friend. And make sure you just kind of go over there and see what's up and give me a subscribe. I always do inspirational sayings. I do random stuff, dad jokes. I do have a couple of whatnot shipping on there. I have PWE shipping. If you're interested in how to set up your shows for PWE shipping, which stands for plain white envelope shipping, I have that. So all the things right there. So with that, I'm just going to say I appreciate y'all being here. You got hey Shadow Yard Crew, welcome in. If anybody else has any more questions, just shout them out. Hey Casey, how are you? Jeff the Jerk, welcome in. How is everybody doing today? Thank you for coming in. We're just talking anything and everything and whatnot, and just hanging out. And maybe we can meet some new friends. Maybe we meet some new friends. Maybe we meet some old friends. Everybody and anybody is always welcome at my shows, no matter what. No matter your whatever. I don't care. Gummyland is an all-inclusive environment. So you're all welcome here. Now, we don't talk politics. We don't talk religion, but you're all welcome. How's that sound? That makes sense? Everybody's welcome. We just don't carry on the conversation. So I've been on Whatnot for December 22. So December of 25 will be 3 years. So December 22, December 6, 1922. 2022 was my first show. And since then, again, I'm part-time. I work a full-time job, right, guys? I work a full-time job. I have sold close to over 11,000 items. Over 100K in sales. Again, this is all part-time. So it's not, hey, Bible's Closet, Rosamore, welcome in. It's not all about huge numbers. Now, granted, I get good numbers in my room from time to time. Again, I've been off Whatnot for a couple weeks with life, right? Because everybody has to have a life. Everybody has to do their thing. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a part-time seller. Like, you could be singing yourself a Stevie Wonder song. part-time seller. Yeah. So that's all you got to be. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to throw 100% at it all the time, because you can get burned out. You can get burned out. Matter of fact, these last few weeks I was with my regular job has gotten stressful. Springtime cleaning up around the house has gotten stressful, plus whatnot. So I've been off for a couple of weeks and going to go to Nashville, going to reignite my fire, and we're going to come back. Hello, proud mom. Country Proud 83. So I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back on fire, guys. I'm gonna come back on fire. Come back with a passion. So make sure you be bookmarking all my shows going forward, especially that May 2nd show, because you can walk away with bucks, big bucks on an Amazon gift card. So for that, guys, I want to say thank you for being here. I appreciate you all coming in. And like I always say, no matter how many people you have in your room, no matter how many people you have in your room, you should always raid into somebody. So I get this as a Tuesday night. People are busy. People are doing things. But I think it should be a practice. If you're a seller, you should always raid into somebody. Hey, Melzy Shops, welcome in. Amelia Marr, welcome in. Thank you for being here. We're talking anything and everything and whatnot. If you got any questions, throw them up. More than happy to discuss them. Again, we don't talk negative about people or sellers or buyers or nothing like that. Now, it is possible to learn from other people's mistakes or even learn from your own mistakes. So if you have a mistake that you made and you want to say, hey, I made this mistake, how can I keep it from happening again? Maybe somebody else can learn from your mistakes. And that's how we do things. And that's how we grow as a community. Because you always got to remember, the community is only as good to you as you are to the community. That's something I penned almost a year ago. I always want to say it backwards. But the community is only as good to you as you are to the community. It's kind of like doing to others as they would have doing to you, right? But that's a very, very important thing to realize. Very important thing to realize. You want to make sure that you are helping the community and not being detrimental to the community. So with that, guys, I think I'm going to find me someone to raid. I appreciate you all being here. And we've got several people. Do me a favor. Hey, Greta. Greta, right? Is it Greta? Am I right? Greta? I think so. Am I right? Yeah, I think so. I get so discombobulated. Kill me. You kill me. I think it's Greta. That's your real name. So, GR Car Designs. I don't know what's going on. We're just hanging out and talking about all things and whatnot. And just seeing if anybody wanted to hang out and talk and chat and whatnot. But in the meantime, I think we're going to, I do have some things in my bite now. If anyone wants to bloop a card or something, or bloop a sticker. You can bloop a sticker, TGM sticker to somebody if you wanted to. I've got them at $3, and but I will say that if you have any questions or whatnot about whatnot, or anything in that matter, or about me or about YouTube, more than happy to just throw them up there, and I will try to I'll try to get them answered. You never know. You may have a question that somebody else has, and they may be afraid to ask it. So by you asking a question, you're helping yourself out and somebody else as well. So, anywho, I thank y'all for being here. I think I'm going to go ahead and find someone to rate. I appreciate y'all being here. And let's see who we can find somebody. Who can we find? Let's go into, you know what? Let's go into my friend Dragon Hoarder right here. Let's go to Dragon Hoarder and see what she's got going on. She's a good friend of mine, and she's opening gifts that she got for people from whatnot. So when we go into the chat, we're going to do me a favor, do this right here. Green hearts in the chat, just like that, if you don't mind. Green hearts in the chat when we go see the Dragon Hoarder. Love you guys. Take care. See ya on the next one.